Cochran checking in again. Oh my goodness. So this series is just absolutely amazing. We're talking about everything, okay? We're not leaving anything out. Passport to Purpose is prepared, okay? And so today we're talking about accountability partners. And it goes along with other things that we've talked about earlier, like you're the average of the 5 people that you hang around with and all of that stuff. But on the journey to success, whatever that success looks like for you, because we already talked about it's not going to look the same for me as it would for someone else. But on the journey, my friend, the struggle is real. Okay? The struggle is real to stay focused, to not get distracted and caught up in other things, to not wake up and realize that it's been a year since you touched that book that you wanted to write, or that guitar you wanted to learn how to play, right? And so there's a superpower out there, okay? And let me tell you about it. The superpower that will make it that you will get things done is having accountability partners. And that's what we're talking about today. Having people that are at the level of energy that you want to operate at. So I call it a 10, right? Having those 10s in your life that are anchoring you. And in the Passport to Purpose, that's what we are, okay? We're 10s. We're either 10s or we're working our way. We're manifesting our 10, okay? We're on the journey to being our 10. Whatever that is for you. Again, don't compare yourself to one another and think it's gonna look the same. It's not. Because God has so many different facets of him. So you don't want to limit yourself and think that you're supposed to be a clone, right? And we're walking around here as Passport to Purpose clones. That's not what we are. It's actually so freeing and opening. And when we take the limits off and that idea that we need to look a certain way, we get to embody the facet of God that he intended for us to be, right? And so with that, your accountability partners help you stay on track. They're the ones that are in your corner cheering you on when you need that energy, or even when you don't even think you need it, because a lot of us are very strong, right? I'm one of those people that, I'll say, oh, I'll do it myself, or I'm not going to call anybody for that. But there's a whole nother level of joy, of abundance that you tap into when you have your accountability partners cheering you on, backing you up, making sure that you hold your hand to the fire. Because we're talking about, how amazing and awesome things are, but there are also sometimes when things are hard, right? When we just want to cry, when we want to pull our hair out, right? When Dawn is working on digital stuff and it's hard for her to learn it and teach it to all of us. Whatever that is that you're pressing through, when you have someone who reminds you that you're awesome, that you're great, that you're capable, it makes a major difference. And I'll tell you why, because that's the type of person I always ask why. We have 60 to 70,000 thoughts that are going through our mind daily, okay? And you do not control every one of them. You don't. Most of the time you can control, like after you catch on to what's going on, then you can say, okay, no, I'm not thinking that way. I'm going to change that. You can be intentional, but with all of those, swarming through our minds while we're trying to be in school, while we're trying to take care of children, while we're trying to do the things we need to do to get to, to our end goal and Passport to Purpose, to develop ourselves, you need someone that is not in your head. When the fear and the doubt and, the depression and all of these negative things that are swarming in your mind are going, you have someone on the outside who helps you snap out of it, who reminds you. That's what we need. We need constant reminders because we know what we ought to do. But doing it is a completely different ballgame. So be intentional about your accountability partners. Be intentional about all of your new friends that you're making, the new relationships in this group. You hold on to them, no matter how hard they're or not they may be holding on to you. Be intentional to hold on to them so that you can continue to grow and add value and just feel amazing because of the impact that you're making in the world. Find your accountability partner. Bye.